standard 5th, and subject of the day is social studies. My dear students, today we are going to start the new chapter, that is the last chapter of our syllabus, which deals with civics, and its title is government. So let's begin with the chapter. So why are we learning this chapter? See, the first motto is to know about our government and its parts. हमारा गवर्नमेंट क्या है और उनके कितने पार्ट्स होते हैं. To know about the parliament and its functions, to become aware of election of members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, to know the working of the state government and the local government. There are some more objectives that I am going to share. To understand what is government, to understand how state and local government is different from that of central government, to know what are the high courts, to learn about various local governing bodies, and to know the functions of local governing bodies, which are the local governing bodies and their functions. That also we are going to discuss in this chapter. So let's begin. Let's start with what is the government. So our government. A government is a set of institutions that they have the power to make, implement and interpret laws. So students, so as to ensure an orderly life. Orderly life means हमारी life properly चल रही है. For its working we need to follow some rules. Okay, rules, that is a law. Okay, so the rules made by the government becomes the law. So government कौन है? It is a set of institutions, and number of institutions are working under the government, which not only makes the laws but also implement and see whether the laws are being implemented properly, and they interpret it also. Okay. Now in this chapter we will go through various things. So first of all, 3 levels of the government. You know what are the 3 levels of government? Let's see. So there are 3 levels of government. The first one is the central or the union government. Central government can also be termed as a union government. Then comes the state government, which looks after the government, the administrative work of the state. See, state government takes care of its respective state, its law and order. You know students, law and order differs from one state to another also. Education policy also differs. Then health, electricity, water and other issues. Means all the issues of particular state are looked after by the state government. Then local government. What is the local government? It is for the city, town as well as the rural areas. So local government refers collectively. Collectively means in a group to the authorities governing the areas that are smaller than a state. State से छोटा क्या होता है? First of all the city, then comes the town, then comes the village, district. Okay. So let's see central and union government क्या करते हैं. So in this module we will study about their functions. What are their functions? They make laws. Okay, so the central union government makes laws, it protects the environment, controls the defense. Defense means related to army, the soldiers, all these things, and collect taxes. Okay, so these are the functions of central government. Now about the state government. State government, it sees the bicameral. It looks after the bicameral legislature. Now what are these? See, legislative assembly or also called as the Vidhan Sabha and legislative council, that is the Vidhan Parishad. Now what are these? See, the members of Vidhan Sabha are elected for 5 years. That is the legislative assembly की election के लिए members कितने साल के लिए elect होते हैं? For 5 years. And for legislative council, the members of legislative council, that is the Vidhan Parishad, are elected for the 6 years. Then where is the head office of the state government? Obviously in the capitals. Okay, स्टेट का जो भी कैपिटल होगा वहाँ पे उनका हेड ऑफिस होता है. चीफ मिनिस्टर is the head of the state government. Who is the CM of Gujarat? Yes, Vijay Rupani. Okay. Then and is assisted by his own council of ministers. Council of ministers, he forms a group for the ministers for working in different departments. So he is assisted. Assisted means helped by his council of ministers. Then local government. लोकल गवर्नमेंट की क्या रिस्पांसिबिलिटी होती है? लेट्स सी. It just discharges the duties and responsibilities. So first one is the revenue collection. Why revenue collection? Because it is the first primary source of income for them. Then only they will be able to provide us the facilities. Then construction and maintenance of roads, maintenance of public health, then maintenance of law and order, setting development priorities. मतलब कौन कौन सी डेवलपमेंट हमारे सिटीज में करनी है, किसकी जरूरत है. So they will be all this decisions will be taken by the local government. Now we need to study about the union government also. So union government का official name क्या होता है? The government of India is officially known as the union government or the central government. Okay, because it is working as a union of all the states. Clear? So its the official name है union government or the central government. And its official address, its head office is in Delhi, New Delhi. The government of India operates from New Delhi, the capital of India. जैसे कि स्टेट का मैंने बताया आपको, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कहाँ से वर्क करती है? The capital of the state. Likewise, the union government will work from the capital of the country because it is for the country. Now let's go towards the branches of the government. Which are the three branches of the government? The first one is the executive branch, the second one is the legislative or the branch. Legislative branch or the parliament, मतलब ये law बनाता है legislative. And the third one is the judiciary, it was for the law. Now what do they do? अभी कौन है head? The head of the executive branch is the president. Okay, executive branch का head कौन होता है? President. Legislative branch or the parliament, it also have the sub branches. Which are the sub branches? See, these are the sub branches: the Lok Sabha, the Rajya Sabha, and the President. Now, what is the Lok Sabha? Lok Sabha is the lower house. See, L for low, L for lower. याद रखना. L for low, L for lower. So, Lok Sabha is the lower house. Rajya Sabha is the upper house. See, Rajya Sabha is the upper house. Rajya Sabha is the upper house of the parliament. And what about the president? The president is the citizen of India. He is the first citizen. The president is the first citizen of India. It will be asked in the question, so be ready and keep this in mind. Now there are some election procedure in the Lok Sabha. कौन elect करता है? This is formed by the people only. Lok Sabha is formed by the people. So the members of the Lok Sabha are elected by the people only. Okay, members of Lok Sabha are elected by direct election for a period of 5 years. कितने साल के लिए? 5 years के लिए. And maximum members कितने होते हैं लोक सभा में? 552 members. And who are the eligible candidates? Those who have completed 25 years of age. So any citizen of India above 25 years of age can contest election for the Lok Sabha. And who will elect? Those who have completed 18 years of age. Okay. जिन लोगों का 25 years complete हो चुका है, they can contest, they can stand in the election. But who will elect? और मतलब obviously the 18 years complete हो गया है, जो ही आप जा सकते हो इलेक्शन देने के लिए. Now राज्यसभा. राज्यसभा का इलेक्शन प्रोसीजर इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम दैट ऑफ लोकसभा. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? लोकसभा में क्या था? दैट वी पीपल आर इलेक्टिंग द मेंबर्स ऑफ द लोकसभा. Okay, but in Rajya Sabha, members of the Rajya Sabha are elected by the state and territorial legislatures for a period of 6 years. State means मतलब स्टेट गवर्नमेंट और टेरिटोरियल गवर्नमेंट राज्यसभा के मेंबर्स को इलेक्ट करते हैं, वहाँ के जो मेंबर्स होते हैं वो। देन मैक्सिमम मेंबर्स कितने होने चाहिए? मेंबरशिप ऑफ राज्यसभा इज लिमिटेड टू 250। देखो बड़ा सा राज्यसभा इज द अपर हाउस, ओके, राज्यसभा। देखो राजधानी क्या होता है? बड़ा, तो इसलिए उसे अपर हाउस कहते हैं। राज्य ऊपर आता है, लोक नीचे आता है, याद है ना? सो राज्यसभा इज द अपर हाउस but its membership is limited to 250 and that of Lok Sabha is 552. Now president भी election से होता है, उसका election कैसे होता है? देखो, the president is elected by a group of nominees of both the houses. Which both houses? The upper house and the lower house. Which is the upper house? The Rajya Sabha is the upper house, whereas Lok Sabha is the lower house of parliament and state government also. Okay, now the third branch is the judiciary, which maintains the law. So Supreme Court is at the top, then comes high courts. How many high courts are there? 21 high courts are there. And what cases they do? They handle civil, criminal and family courts at the district level. These are the district level courts. Okay, तो हमारे टाउन में या सिटी में ये 3 courts होते हैं. High courts work in the capitals of the town of the state and Supreme Court works for the national level. Okay, मतलब this is the highest court but this is the high. सबसे highest ये है high. Okay, which is the micro courts. छोटे-छोटे कोर्ट, छोटे-मोटे केसेस है तो हम कहाँ जाते हैं? सिविल, क्रिमिनल और फैमिली कोर्ट्स. सॉरी, we will go either for the civil court or the criminal court or the family court. It depends upon the case you are having. Then if the matter is somewhat big or we are not satisfied with the decision taken in this court at the district level, we will move towards the high court. And if also if we are justified with the decision, then it's okay. Otherwise you can go for the Supreme Court, which is the highest of all. Now governing bodies. Who are the governing bodies? Governing bodies means which people are included. Which department as well as the people are included in governing bodies. तो governing bodies मतलब गवर्नमेंट खुद ही नहीं चलता है, गवर्नमेंट को चलाना पड़ता है, तो एक ग्रुप फॉर्म होता है. तो who are the participants in that group? The Prime Minister, President, Chief Ministers of all the states. Then comes the Gram Pradhans. Gram Pradhans means the Sarpanch of all the Gram Panchayats and the governors. Now let's discuss this in detail. Who is the Prime Minister? Prime Minister looks after the central government of India. He is the head of all the ministers of the council. पूरे council के ministers का वो head है. Now what is the council of ministers? What do you mean by council of ministers? Council of ministers are the people those who assist. मतलब एक group है, not the people but a group of people who assist the prime minister. वो prime minister को उनके day-to-day work में help करते हैं. Assist means helping. Now which kind of help do they provide? See, there is the finance minister who looks after every matter related to the finance. Then comes the home minister. Then railway minister, information broadcasting and communication minister. Then comes the environment minister. So each and every minister is having their own department, their own area of working. Okay, so as per their department they have to work. Okay, so all these are needed somewhere to work unitedly. Like railway minister कहेगा अगर कि मुझे रेलवे में ये सारी चीजें इंट्रोड्यूस करनी है, कुछ और फैसिलिटीज वी हैव टू इंट्रोड्यूस. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी नीड टू टेक परमिशन फ्रॉम द फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर आल्सो. कि उनको कितना खर्चा आएगा, फाइनेंशियल बजट को पास करने तब जाके बाकी चीजें काम करेंगे, राइट? सो these are the departments, that is the council of ministers, which work under the prime minister. Then comes the president. Now president कौन होता है? He is the head of the state and exercises his or her power directly or through officers subordinate to him or her. Subordinate to him यानी जो उनके अंडर में है. Subordinate means those who are working under. Okay? So president head होता है किसका? स्टेट का भी. ओके, इज द हेड ऑफ द स्टेट एंड एक्सरसाइजेस, उनकी जो भी ड्यूटी होती है, ही इज ऑन हर ड्यूटी, सॉरी, एक्सरसाइज ऑल हिज पावर्स डायरेक्टली. ओके, नॉट द ड्यूटी बट द डायरेक्ट, बट द पावर्स ही इज एक्सरसाइजिंग. वो अपने हर पावर्स यूज करते हैं फॉर व्हाट? फॉर द कंट्री इटसेल्फ एंड ऑल थ्रू ऑफिसर्स. अपने ऑफिसर्स के थ्रू ही वो अपनी ड्यूटी, अपने राइट्स एंजॉय कर रहे हैं. इस पार्ट ऑल्सो विच ऑफिसर्स विच आर सबऑर्डिनेट्स, मतलब जो उनके अंडर में है. Then comes the chief ministers. The position of the chief minister of a state is not less than that of the prime minister at the center. मतलब फुल कंट्री देखनी है तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर, अगर स्टेट देखना है तो चीफ मिनिस्टर. अगर प्राइम मिनिस्टर पूरे कंट्री में राज कर रहे हैं, सपोज, मतलब वो पूरी कंट्री को डायरेक्शन दे रहा है ना, व्हाट वी नीड टू फॉलो, व्हिच लॉज एंड ऑर्डर्स वी नीड टू फॉलो, व्हिच इज रिक्वायर्ड टू बी चेंज्ड, अल्टर्ड, अमेंडमेंट्स ना करने हैं, वो सब प्राइम मिनिस्टर देखते हैं. बट अगर स्टेट लेवल का देखा जाए तो स्टेट लेवल का जो चीफ मिनिस्टर होता है उनके भी पावर्स प्राइम मिनिस्टर जैसे होते हैं. But the condition is, the difference just only about that the chief minister's rights are limited to its state, to his state, but prime minister को पूरे country हाथ में है. Nothing can be done against his wishes. उनकी विश के हिसाब से अगेंस्ट में जाके कुछ भी नहीं किया जा सकता है. जो उन्होंने रूल बनाया है we have to follow. Then ग्राम प्रधान. Gram Pradhans look after the maintenance and functioning of the village. They are elected for. जो विलेज में उनको इलेक्शन दिया है, जहाँ पोस्टिंग दी है, उसी इलेक्शन के मेंटेनेंस और डेवलपमेंट के बारे में उनको देखना होता है. फिर आते हैं गवर्नर्स. Now who are the governors? Governors are responsible for implementing the state laws. स्टेट के लॉज, हर स्टेट के लॉज हो सकते हैं, कुछ लॉज डिफर करते हो. So it varies as per the some reasons also. So governors are responsible for that, to look after that all the laws and orders of the states are being implemented properly or not. Otherwise they take the strict action also. Then comes the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court of India is the highest court. It takes the final decision on any matter. कोई भी मैटर के लेके फाइनल डिसीजन होता है. जैसे कि मैंने बताया, इफ यू आर नॉट जस्टिफाइड विद द डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट, यू विल गो फॉर द हाई कोर्ट. अगेन इफ यू आर नॉट जस्टिफाइड विद दैट डिसीजन, देन यू विल गो फॉर द सुप्रीम कोर्ट, बट इट्स डिसीजन विल बी फाइनलाइज्ड. उसके अगेंस्ट आप कहीं जा नहीं सकते हो. सो अदर कोर्ट्स एट स्मॉलर लेवल, व्हिच आर दोस द हाई कोर्ट एंड डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट. वन व्हिच इज हाई कोर्ट, इट इज इन अ स्टेट and it is called the high court. The highest court in the state, okay, means both are the highest, but high court is highest in the state level and supreme court in the central level. Then district level, it is the districts have their own district courts. हर district में अपना एक district court होता है. Clear? So this was the explanation regarding from my side. Now I am going to share a short video clip from our external for better understanding. Okay, so just enjoy the video.
Our government. India is a land of diversity. It is not only varied in cultural heritage, but it also encompasses a wide physical territory. How do you think a country like India is administered? It's amazing that there are governing bodies at every level that look after the smooth functioning of all the public domains. Come, let us learn more about how our country is governed. The Constitution of India provides for a government at the center as well as the state level. A government has a set of different functional areas which have power to make and implement policies and laws so that law, order, and peace is maintained. The powers of both the central government as well as the state government have been written down in the Constitution. The Constitution of India was written by Bhim Rao Ramji Ambedkar and came into effect on 26th January 1950. When the government works at different levels, it brings it closer to people. The government works at three different levels: A. Central and union government, B. State government, C. Local government. The country is looked after by the President and the Prime Minister at the central level, Council of Ministers and Chief Ministers at the state level, and Gram Pradhans at the district level of the country. Let us first know about the central government. The central government of India looks after the governing of the country as a whole. The central government is also known as the union government. It is headed by the Prime Minister of the country. To assist him, there is a Council of Ministers. It is seated in New Delhi, the capital of India. The areas that it oversees are 1. Defense of our borders, 2. Relationship with other countries, 3. Helping the state governments, 4. Making laws and checking their implementations, 5. Protecting and improving the environment, 6. Taxation. The central government comprises three branches: the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary. The union executive is made up of the president, the vice president, the prime minister, and his councils of ministers. The executive branch is headed by the president. The president is the head of the country. He is elected by the members of the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and state legislative assemblies. He or she should be a citizen of India, not less than 35 years of age. The president's tenure is of 5 years. Ram Nath Kovind is the current president of India. The legislative branch or the parliament consists of the lower house, the Lok Sabha, and the upper house, the Rajya Sabha, as well as the president. The parliament makes the laws for the country. Lok Sabha is the lower house of the parliament. Members of Lok Sabha are elected by direct election for a period of 5 years. The constitution limits Lok Sabha to have a maximum of 552 members. The speaker, who is elected by the members of the house, guides the proceedings of the house. The eligibility for contesting the election for Lok Sabha is that the person should be minimum 25 years of age and a citizen of India. The candidate who gets the highest number of votes through the voters is declared elected as a member of Lok Sabha. The voting rights are open to the citizens of India who are 18 years and above. Rajya Sabha is the upper house of the parliament. The Vice President of India is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. The members of the Rajya Sabha are not directly elected, but instead are elected by the members of the state legislative assemblies. The Rajya Sabha can have a maximum of 250 members, out of which 238 are elected members and 12 members are nominated by the President of India. The nominated members are chosen by the President of India for their expertise in specific fields of art, literature, science, and social services. The members of the Rajya Sabha are elected for a tenure of 6 years. The judiciary branch has the Supreme Court at its apex, 21 high courts, and numerous civil, criminal and family courts at the district level. The judiciary is an important organ of the government, as it looks after the disputes between people and punishes the lawbreakers. The Supreme Court in New Delhi is the highest court in India. Its decision on any matter is considered final. The Supreme Court has many judges, the highest being the Chief Justice of India. They are appointed by the President of India. After the Supreme Court is the High Court. Every state has a High Court. Under the High Court comes the District Court. Any decision taken by the district courts can be reviewed by the High Courts and further by the Supreme Court. Formation of government. The various parties field their candidates from each constituency. There are various methods to appeal for votes such as speeches, advertisements, posters, etc. The voting is done in special election booths. The vote is cast either through a ballot paper or electronic voting machine. The ballot paper contains the names of candidates and symbols of their parties. Each party has their own unique symbols. The party that secures the maximum seats form the government. At times, no party gets a clear majority and hence a coalition government is formed. The Prime Minister of the country is from the winning government. Let's get to know the hierarchy of our ministers. The Prime Minister. The Prime Minister of the country is the head of the government. The Prime Minister is chosen from the majority party. The President appoints the leader of the government as the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister forms the Union Cabinet that makes up the Council of Ministers. He or she can choose ministers to carry out various responsibilities such as defense, health, agriculture, industry, etc. The members in the Union Cabinet can either be from Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. Did you know? A parliamentary government is the one in which the Prime Minister holds office as long as he or she commands majority in the parliament. Did you know? Srimati Pratibha Devi Singh Patil is the first woman president of India. Let us know about the state government. The states and the union territories have their own government. This is because it is difficult for the central government to look into the problems at the grassroots level, such as district or village level. Hence, the central government helps the state government in governing the local issues. The state governments in turn aid the local governments. State government takes care of its respective state, its law and order, education, health, electricity, water, and other issues. Laws for each state are made by the legislative assemblies or Vidhan Sabha and legislative councils or Vidhan Parishad, which together form the state government. The members of Vidhan Sabha are elected for 5 years and Vidhan Parishad for 6 years. The Chief Minister is the head of the state government and is assisted by his own council of ministers. The Governor is the head of the state. The Governor of the state has the highest authority. He is appointed by the President on the advice of Prime Minister for a period of 5 years. He is the link between the state and the central government. The leader of the party who gets the maximum votes in the assembly elections becomes the Chief Minister. Governors exist in the states while lieutenant governors exist in union territories and in the National Capital Territory of Delhi. Governor or Lieutenant Governor is elected by the President of India. Local government. Local government refers collectively to authority governing the areas that are smaller than a state. It comprises of the districts which are divided into blocks for rural areas and municipal corporation, municipality and city council for urban areas. Blocks contain villages and the rest of the three contain wards in them. A government is a set of different functional areas which have power to make and implement policies and laws so that the law, order, and peace is maintained. The Government of India is officially known as the Union Government or the Central Government. The government works at three different levels: A. Central and Union Government, B. State Government, C. Local Government. The government comprises three branches: the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary. The Parliament of India consists of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and the President. Thank you. A presentation by Extra Marks.
So students, I expect that you have enjoyed the video and understood the chapter very easily as it was the last chapter of our syllabus. So we will meet in the next class. Till then, bye bye and happy learning.